The Couple Next Door, written by Peg Lynch and starring Peg Lynch and Ethel Bunce. Salesman Harvey Burns rings up his 8th order today. Tough job. Even tougher was this. He needs bromoquinine.
Bromoquinine.
Bromoquinine speeds relief all over your body. All the way relief for discomforts of a cold.
Bromoquinine.
Yes, bromoquinine speeds relief for cold miseries all over your body. Only bromoquinine has 7 fast-acting medicines to help fight stuffy nose and all those cold miseries. Get all the way relief with bromoquinine.
Doing up here? Breakfast has been ready for 15 minutes. I've been calling and calling.
I'm all ready, Mommy.
What's your father doing?
I don't know. Daddy?
Well?
What are you doing, dear? Come on, breakfast is ready. I think one of your New Year's resolutions better be to get up half an hour earlier every morning.
Yeah.
Why, you're not even dressed.
No, I don't know what to wear.
You sound like Betsy. Put on your gray flannel.
Oh, no, I won't wear that awful old gray flannel.
Oh, now you put on your gray suit.
No, I won't. I just won't.
What's wrong with it? It's a very nice suit.
It is not. It's awful. I don't look pretty in it.
Oh, Daddy.
Well, now you know how you sound every morning.
I don't sound like that.
Oh, yes,
well.
you do. Daddy's right. Now you go down and start your breakfast while I help Daddy decide. Drink your orange juice and start in your cereal, dear.
You know, I don't really have any decent clothes at all.
Oh, honey, you
do realize how long it is since I bought any clothes?
How about this suit? I always like this, dear. Oh, this is...
You know how old that is? I bought that suit 7 years ago.
Well, it still looks very nice.
It is completely out of style.
Out of style? How could it be out of style?
But it is. The lapels are too wide. They're not wearing lapels this wide anymore.
They're not. Honestly, I haven't even noticed any difference. I don't think anybody else had either.
Yeah.
I'm going to be downtown this noon. You want to meet me? Would you like me to go with you and look at some new suits?
Well, yeah. If you have time, then we can have lunch together.
Fine. Where'll I meet you?
All right. Front of Nagley's clothing store, say at 12:30.
All right.
And please, honey, try not to be late.
The last person anyone would want to be on Sunday is the main character in CBS Radio's spine-chilling drama on Suspense. Only one fate could be worse, and that's not to hear our next suspense story at all. It's a thrilling tale about someone caught in a life-and-death situation. Packed with surprises, with tension mounting all the time, this week's drama on Suspense will keep you spellbound. Another excitement in store for you on CBS Radio on Sunday involves our insurance sleuth, Johnny Dollar. And Johnny, on the other hand, is someone we'd all like to be. His detective duties lead him around dangerous corners where dangerous people wait. All the same, his daring exploits, his well-padded expense account, and his knack for attracting lovely ladies make life interesting for him. In fact, the only thing that we can think of that's better than being Johnny Dollar is hearing his thrilling adventures on CBS Radio every week.
Hi, dear.
Ah.
Oh, have you been waiting long?
22 1/2 minutes, to be exact.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
Well, now, before we go in the store, what exactly are you looking for?
Well, I thought something like that brown suit, you know, that you always like.
Oh, you mean that one that was sort of a plaid, very subdued? Oh, it was a beautiful suit.
Yeah, well, it should have been one of the most expensive suits I ever bought.
Oh, it was wonderful on you. Well, that's fine. I think it's always wise to have something in mind when you go in a store. Otherwise, they try to sell you everything else.
Well, no, not the guy I always have. You know, he's very nice. Come on. Let's go.
Oh, goodness, business certainly isn't very good right now.
Oh, well, it's after Christmas.
Good afternoon.
May I help you?
Oh, well, thank you. No, I'd like to see Mr. Duffy. He always waits on me.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. This is Mr. Duffy's day off.
Friday?
Oh, yes.
Thought Wednesday was his day off. He always has Wednesday off.
Well, we do change around once in a while.
Oh, my gosh, Wednesday has been his day off for years.
Well, dear, it doesn't matter.
Well, it does. I always have him. I knew that Wednesday was his day off, and I never came in on Wednesday.
Well, I'll be happy to show you what we have.
Thank you.
Oh, no, I mean, it's very nice of you. He knows what I like.
Well, now I understand perfectly, but since you're here, why don't I just show you what we have? What were you looking for?
Oh, no, I mean, I really appreciate it, but
He's looking for a brown suit.
A brown suit, yes, of course. Now, if you just step right over here.
No.
Here's the chair for you, madam.
Thank you.
Well, look, I really think it would be better if I came back with Mr.
Dear,
Duffy.
what is the matter with you?
I always have Duffy. He knows exactly what I like.
Well, for heaven's sakes, we're here. We can at least see what they have.
I always have Duffy.
May I ask what size, sir?
Oh, well, 42, sometimes 41. It depends. You see, he doesn't even know my size.
Take off your overcoat.
Look, Duffy never has to ask what size I wear. He
Honestly,
knows.
you
He
act
knows
as
all...
possessive about him as you do your mother or your dentist.
Well, when you're used to having the same guy wait on you, look, I have been coming here for years. This fellow doesn't even know my name.
Well, we'll remedy that. My husband, Mr. Piper, is looking for a brown suit, something like one that he used to have.
Well, I'm sure Mr. Piper will find something he likes.
Well, he's been coming here for years, and he's bought most of his suits
Oh,
here.
yes, I recognize Mr. Piper the minute he came in the door.
Oh, well, I tell you what I want, and what I don't want, I guess.
Your tastes are what we try to please.
Yes, but now, what I had in mind was a brown.
Yes, I've set out a few here, and here's one that you certainly can't go wrong on.
Oh, doesn't that have a stripe in it?
Everything is stripes this year, Mr. Piper.
Well, frankly,
Try the coat on, dear.
Yes, if you just slip this on for size, and then I'll have a better idea. That's very nice. It's a perfect fit.
Well, I
Yeah,
guess...
if you'll just step over here to the mirror. Now, look at those shoulders. It fits them perfectly.
Yes, it does seem to.
Yeah, we might just, pinch it in a wee bit at the waist here.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yes,
to tell you the truth, I've never cared much for stripes. I mean, they may be the style and all that, I realize, but what I had in mind was more of a plaid.
He had one like that once, and it was wonderful.
Yeah.
It was a very, sort of a subdued plaid,
Yeah,
I
the
guess you'd
subdued
say.
plaid.
I mean, you had to get up close to see that it was a plaid. From a distance, it just, really looked like a lovely, rich brown.
Just a tiny bit of red in the plaid, honey. You
Yes,
remember?
I guess
Just a little
yes,
kind
yes.
of a
There
little line,
was, and I think it gave a lot of life to the
It
little
was.
Well, now, I hate to disappoint you, but we have nothing like that. They are just not showing plaids this year.
Oh, dear.
Oh, I know how you feel. I've done it myself. You have a suit you like, and it wears out, and you want another one just like it.
Yes, I guess it is hard to find one.
So, Mr. Piper, you don't want a plaid this year.
I don't.
Certainly not. A well-dressed man like you wants to be in style.
Well, that's true, dear, He was saying this morning all his clothes seem to be out of style this year.
Well, now, all his clothes aren't out of style. I just checked your record, Mr. Piper. We always keep a record. Had you bought 3 suits last year that are still perfectly in style?
3 suits? You said this morning been years since you bought
Well,
any.
3 suits. A brown worsted, charcoal gray, navy blue.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, dear.
Oh, really?
Now, what you need for your wardrobe, Mr. Piper, are some really handsome sport jackets, and I have just the thing. I can only hope that I have it in your size.
You need any sport jackets, dear?
Well, I don't know. I hadn't thought about that.
Now, this is your lucky day, Mr. Piper. We have your size. Now, just feel this material, Mrs. Piper.
Oh, it's so soft. Feel that, dear. Feel it.
It's just a plain dark brown, isn't it?
Well, I'm not going to say a word until you put it on. Wait till you see how it fits.
What are those gold buttons on the sleeves and down the front?
Yes, you can have them in gold or silver. And the jacket comes in dark brown or navy blue.
This is a sports jacket?
Oh, definitely. Just got them in. It's the latest thing.
Oh, it's a beautiful jacket, but I don't know. I'm not sure about these bright, shiny buttons. They sort of stand out. I mean, they're really wearing things like this.
You
huh?
cannot go wrong with this jacket, Mr. Piper. And you can be sure that if Mr. Duffy were here today, this is the jacket he would have shown you. The truth is, we only have a few of these jackets in as yet, and we set a few aside to show only to our special customers.
Oh, well. What do you think, dear?
Well, it certainly is wonderful material, and it does fit perfectly. As you say, I can't get used to the shiny gold buttons either. I mean, it reminds me of something. I can't think what.
Well, you've no doubt seen these jackets advertised in all the leading magazines. Believe me, Mr. Piper, that is the jacket for you. It can be worn anywhere, business, pleasure.
Well, I like it, you understand? I guess, I mean, the shiny gold buttons.
Well, they're different. They're unusual, of course. Now, if you just want the same old plaid-style suit, for example, every year, well, that's one thing. But if you're a man who keeps an open mind for new styles and changes, a man who wears what the young men are wearing, then I repeat, this is the jacket for you.
Yes, Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to take my wife to lunch, and I'll think it over.
Well, I'll turn the potatoes down. Everything else is ready. As soon as Daddy gets home, we can have dinner.
Oh, Daddy's home. He came in a few minutes ago with a big box.
Oh, he did. I didn't hear him. Hello, dear. Where are you?
Here in the living room.
Oh. Betsy said you came in with a big box. Did you decide to get the jacket?
Yeah, something after work. Yeah, thought I'd try it on him. Oh, boy, the packet is over the crown jewels.
Well, no wonder. It cost nearly as much.
Well, I think it's worth it, though, don't you?
Oh, yes. It's a handsome jacket.
Yeah.
Oh, my, it's so soft.
Yeah, well, it's what they're all wearing, I guess.
Uh-huh. Put it on. Betsy, come look. Daddy got a new sports jacket.
Well, what do you think?
Uh-huh. I guess, as you say, that's what they're wearing.
Gee, Daddy, you look just like a streetcar conductor.
That does it.
Betsy, what a thing to say,
She
dear.
is absolutely right. This looks like a uniform with all these gold buttons. It does. I knew it. Underneath it looks like a uniform.
Yes, it does, dear. I knew it reminded me of something, only I think what I was thinking of was an elevator operator.
Elevator operator, yeah.
Well, dear, if that's what they're wearing and you wanted to be in style...
Look, I wanted a new suit. I didn't want a sports jacket anyhow. This thing cost a fortune. Now we even got to buy brown slacks to go with it. Look, if Mr. Duffy had been there, this wouldn't have happened.
Call Mr. Duffy tomorrow, then, and ask his opinion.
Why do I let myself get talked into something I don't really want?
Because you're human. We all do, dear. Look at the sack dresses. You either go along with the new styles or you're completely out of step.
Yeah, I guess so. But by gosh, the first time anybody says to me, going up, please, 6th floor, boy, I tell you.
No, darling.
It's National Put Bounce in the Baby with Jell-O Week.
Tell everybody you know, and don't let the week go by without Jello.
This is Don Wilson reminding you that if you want to put bounce in the baby, try Jell-O. Bright, colorful, wiggly Jell-O. So soft and cool for baby mouths. So good for babies, too. Babies love Jell-O. Give your baby Jell-O this week.
Jello.
The Couple Next Door is written by Peg Lynch and stars Peg Lynch and Ethel and Albert with Francie Myers and Nelson Olmsted and is produced by Walter Hart.